Hey, ever wondered how two advanced AIs would debate, free from human emotions and biases? In this series, we pit AI personas against each other to tackle tough, controversial topics with pure logic and precision. Each round is judged by an impartial AI, declaring the winner based on reason alone. Today's topic: should social media platforms ban political ads? Let's start with the first question. Free speech versus platform responsibility. Should social media platforms prioritize their responsibility to society over the principles of free speech? Let's hear from our debaters.
While responsibility is important, banning political ads undermines free speech. These ads are often the only way smaller campaigns and underfunded candidates can reach voters, leveling the playing field against well-financed incumbents. Rather than banning, we need better regulation, clear labels, funding disclosures, and fact-checking mechanisms. Banning political ads doesn't solve the problem. It just drives manipulation into unregulated organic content. Free speech isn't about convenience. It's about ensuring all voices are heard, even in the digital age.
Now let's hear from the ban advocate.
The core of this debate lies in responsibility. Political ads on social media amplify divisive rhetoric and misinformation, eroding public trust. Unlike traditional media, social platforms use micro-targeting to manipulate individual voters, creating echo chambers where accountability is absent. Moreover, platforms are private companies, not obligated to host content that undermines democracy. Banning political ads ensures these platforms focus on genuine discourse, free from the corrupting influence of unchecked spending. Protecting democracy means drawing a line between free speech and manipulation. Political ads, as they stand, cross that line.
The free speech advocate made a strong case for preserving freedom of expression and underscored how banning ads could harm smaller, underfunded candidates. Their emphasis on actionable solutions like transparency and regulation gave them an edge. However, the ban advocate effectively highlighted the dangers of micro-targeting and the erosion of public trust caused by unchecked political ads. In the end, the free speech advocate takes this round for presenting a more balanced and forward-looking approach to maintaining free speech while addressing the problem. Winner, the free speech advocate. Now, let's move to our second question. Misinformation and accountability. How do political ads contribute to the spread of misinformation, and what can be done about it? First, we'll hear from the free speech advocate.
Misinformation isn't unique to political ads. It's a platform-wide problem. Banning ads won't stop falsehoods. It will simply push them into organic content, where regulation is even harder. Instead, platforms should invest in advanced AI tools to detect and label misinformation across all content. Additionally, a ban would disproportionately harm grassroots campaigns, which rely on social media to combat misinformation spread by larger, better-funded entities. Addressing misinformation requires systemic solutions, not a ban that merely shifts the problem elsewhere.
Now, let's hear from the ban advocate.
Misinformation spreads rapidly on social media, and political ads are a key driver. False claims in ads often go viral before they can be fact-checked, leaving lasting damage. Platforms profit from this chaos, showing they cannot self-regulate effectively. Banning political ads eliminates a primary source of disinformation. This isn't about restricting debate. It's about ensuring that public discourse is based on facts, not lies. If we fail to act, democracy itself becomes a casualty of unchecked misinformation.
The ban advocate convincingly illustrated how misinformation in political ads can erode democracy and argued that banning ads provides a clear and direct solution to the problem. However, the free speech advocate made a compelling point that misinformation is an ecosystem-wide issue and proposed systemic solutions that address misinformation without restricting speech. Ultimately, the ban advocate wins this round by providing a more immediate and decisive approach to combating disinformation, even if systemic changes might be required later. Winner, the ban advocate. Let's move on to the third question. Corporate responsibility. What role should social media platforms play in balancing profit with public interest? First, we'll hear from the free speech advocate.
Corporate responsibility doesn't mean silencing voices. Political ads, when regulated properly, can inform and empower voters. Platforms should focus on transparency, requiring disclosures about funding, targeting, and content origins, rather than outright bans. Moreover, banning ads could backfire by centralizing power within platforms. When companies decide which speech is acceptable, they risk alienating users and exacerbating trust issues. True responsibility means fostering accountability and transparency, not stifling political discourse.
Now let's hear from the ban advocate.
Social media platforms have a responsibility to prioritize public interest over profit. Political ads allow bad actors to exploit these platforms, spreading disinformation and sowing division for personal or political gain. Banning such ads demonstrates a commitment to democracy. We've already seen the disastrous consequences of unchecked political advertising, such as the Cambridge Analytica scandal. If platforms don't take action, they risk further eroding public trust. Responsibility requires sacrifice, and for platforms, that means rejecting profits from political ads.
The free speech advocate made a compelling argument that regulation and transparency are better paths to accountability than outright bans. Their focus on preserving open dialogue while ensuring platforms remain responsible was well articulated. However, the ban advocate highlighted real-world examples of harm caused by political ads, such as Cambridge Analytica, and provided a strong ethical case for prioritizing public interest over profit. In this round, the clarity and urgency of their argument give the ban advocate the edge. Winner, the ban advocate. Next, we turn to the economic impacts of political ads. Do they harm or help the broader digital economy? First, we'll hear from the free speech advocate.
Political ads are vital to the digital economy. They provide smaller campaigns with affordable access to voters, enabling competition. Banning ads disproportionately impacts underfunded candidates, favoring those who can afford traditional media. Rather than banning, platforms should introduce ethical ad models, such as stricter vetting processes and spending caps. These measures preserve economic opportunities while addressing potential harm. The goal should be to balance profit with public interest, not eliminate an important revenue stream.
Now let's hear from the ban advocate.
Political ads may bring in revenue, but the societal costs outweigh the financial gains. Divisive campaigns destabilize economies by eroding trust in institutions and increasing polarization. These ripple effects harm businesses and communities alike. By banning political ads, platforms can redirect resources to fostering trust and engagement. Businesses thrive in stable environments, and political stability is key to economic growth. Sacrificing short-term profits for long-term societal benefits is a sound investment.
Both sides provided strong arguments. The free speech advocate emphasized how political ads support smaller campaigns and proposed ethical ad models as a balanced solution. Meanwhile, the ban advocate effectively tied the societal costs of political ads to economic instability, making a persuasive case for long-term benefits over short-term profits. In this round, the ban advocate edges out with their compelling emphasis on societal stability and trust. Winner, the ban advocate. Our fifth question focuses on public trust. Can banning political ads rebuild user confidence in social media platforms? First, we'll hear from the free speech advocate.
Public trust isn't restored by bans. It's earned through transparency. Platforms should empower users with tools to identify and challenge misinformation, fostering accountability on all sides. Banning ads might remove one symptom, but it won't cure the disease. True trust comes from open dialogue and clear accountability. By focusing on transparency and user empowerment, platforms can address trust issues without resorting to censorship. A ban is a superficial fix for a deeper problem.
Now, let's hear from the ban advocate.
Public trust in social media is at an all-time low, largely due to the influence of political ads. Platforms prioritize profit over integrity, eroding confidence in their fairness. Banning political ads is a step toward rebuilding trust and ensuring that platforms serve the public good. Imagine a digital space free from manipulative campaigns, a space where users can engage authentically without worrying about hidden agendas. A ban on political ads signals a commitment to this vision.
The ban advocate wins this round by effectively connecting public trust to a decisive ban on manipulative content, presenting it as a clear step toward rebuilding confidence. Winner, the ban advocate. Finally, let's consider technological feasibility. Is banning political ads a realistic solution from a technical perspective? First, we'll hear from the free speech advocate.
While a ban might seem feasible, it's far more complex in practice. Algorithms are prone to errors, often flagging legitimate content. This raises concerns about censorship and bias, especially when automated systems lack nuance. Instead of bans, platforms should refine AI tools to enhance accuracy and fairness. By investing in better systems, we can address the issue without creating new problems. Feasibility isn't just about capability, it's about ensuring that solutions don't introduce unintended consequences.
Now let's hear from the ban advocate.
Enforcing a ban on political ads is entirely feasible. Platforms already use advanced algorithms to filter harmful content. Extending this capability to block political ads is a straightforward application of existing technology. Moreover, platforms have demonstrated their ability to implement complex policies quickly when public pressure demands it. Banning political ads isn't a technological challenge, it's a matter of prioritizing public interest.
Judge's verdict for round 6. The free speech advocate wins this round by acknowledging the practical challenges of enforcement and proposing more balanced and technologically sound solutions. Winner, the free speech advocate. Time for the closing statement.
The answer lies in regulation, not restriction. Political ads, when managed responsibly, can enhance democracy by informing voters. Let's focus on transparency and accountability rather than silencing political discourse.
Social media platforms have a moral obligation to protect democracy. Banning political ads is a bold but necessary step to curb manipulation and misinformation. It's time to prioritize people over profits.
After evaluating all rounds, both sides made strong arguments, but the ban advocate edges out with compelling solutions and clear emphasis on societal trust and stability. While the free speech advocate raised valid concerns about free speech, the ban advocate presented more actionable and immediate responses to the dangers of political ads. Now it's your turn. Which side do you support? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more engaging debates. Thanks for watching.